Hello, my name is Alan Lutwin. I'm the Executive Director of Westchester Collaborative Theater, and on behalf of WCT, I'd like to welcome you to today's inaugural performance of the Hudson Valley New Voices Festival. Today's performance, GenZ Outloud, will feature the work of talented emerging new playwrights from up and down the Hudson Valley. And in weeks to come, we'll be presenting a reading called Vintage Voices, which will showcase the works of seniors in our community, and Voices of Color, written and produced by the BIPOC community. We hope you'll come back and see these other shows as well. We thank you so much for your ongoing support of WCT. We're so glad you could be here today, and please enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Nate Flower. I'm the director of GenZ Outloud, the first installment of WCT's Hudson Valley New Voices Festival. These are some amazing plays that you're about to see, written by 14 incredible playwrights from across the Hudson Valley region. And these plays are performed by 23 actors from across the country. And I mean across the country. We have actors from Puerto Rico, Kansas, Connecticut, and all across New York. This is live theater that you're about to see. And as much as we all are craving that return to live theater where we're in a shared space, this broadcast is live. I'm not live right now. This is a recording. But what you're about to see, these performances are happening right as they reach you on your screen. And that's pretty exciting. It's a dynamic environment. It means that just like live performance spaces, anything can happen. So stay tuned. And whether you're curled up on the couch or maybe even already curled up in bed, that's another really nice benefit of Zoom broadcast theater, right? I hope you enjoy GenZ Out Loud.
Majored in Flowers by Madeline Lobdell. Scene 1. A cottage in the woods surrounded by lush green trees, bright blooming flowers, and the sounds of birds. Kat enters at a slow jog. She wears a graduation cap and gown which is unzipped, revealing a floral dress. She rests her hands on her knees and breathes deeply. Finally, she looks up and takes in her surroundings.
Hello? Mary? It's me.
A woman with mischievous eyes pops her head out of the cottage door.
Catherine? What are you doing here? You're supposed to graduate today.
I did, with honors. And then I panicked and ran away.
Well, I suppose you'd like to talk about it. Have a seat.
Kat sits down on a soft patch of grass.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
When?
Ever?
Ah,
Did you go to college?
what do you think?
No.
Correct. This forest and I have been here far longer than your little college has.
How old are you?
You've asked me that every day since we met. It's impolite.
I thought maybe you'd tell me today, since it's the last time you ever see me and all.
You said that last time.
Well, I didn't plan on having a panic attack at my graduation.
Why did you do that?
Same reason I always have.
Look, I can't help you if you don't give me a clear answer. We decided that long ago.
Kat plucks at some grass.
Oh, stop that.
I don't know what I'm doing. I said that already.
Interesting.
I should be starting a life, a career.
Says who?
Society, I guess.
You don't have to listen to them, you know.
I guess. You didn't.
Never have. And I knew you didn't the minute you wandered into my little corner of the woods.
Me and my friend Matt always joked about running off and starting a farm together, somewhere with no cell phone service or internet connection.
I don't know what cell phone and internet are.
Lucky you.
They sound awful.
They are.
Would having a smoke make you feel better?
It depends. What are we smoking today?
I have cloves and daisy stems, and skull caps.
I don't know what those are. I'll try it.
Mary gives Kat a pipe. Kat lights it and takes a puff.
What the hell, Mary? What's this shit supposed to do?
Distract you.
Well, it's certainly doing that.
Wonderful.
Kat lays down.
Tell me how you ended up here.
Oh, haven't I done that enough?
Maybe, but I want to hear it one more time.
Mary lays down too.
When I was your age, I was to be married. My father had found me a suitable but boring husband. But I had no interest in marriage. My true love was the forest, the trees and the flowers and the animals, the mushrooms and the grass under my feet. But I couldn't flee until the night of my wedding. I was locked in my house until the wedding, agreeing to marry only if I could make my own bouquet. Well, I was very careful with what I chose, and that night I crushed some of the petals into my new husband's wine. Just a little, only enough to lock him out. And then I ran. I ran and I ran until I found a place that was truly my own.
Maybe that's what I'm doing now.
Or not, since you are at my home.
This is my favorite place in the whole world. I miss it so much.
Stop acting like you'll never see this place again.
Well, I won't, will I? Since my first visit, you've always said, you can come now, but the minute you graduate, you'll never find this place again. And then you do that weird cackle.
I don't have a cackle.
Sure you don't. Now tell me, how can I come back?
Oh, sweet child. It's not a matter of coming back. It's a matter of never leaving.
You want me to stay here?
I never said that.
Well, that's perfect. All these flowers and fresh water from the well.
Help in my garden.
Picking up the birds chirping.
Help in my kitchen.
Little offices and desks and suits and commutes.
Help cleaning my house.
Mary, it's perfect.
Yes. Well, there is a catch.
Well, can't be that bad.
It's not ideal.
Well, then tell me what it is.
Mary takes Kat's hand.
What?
I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to leave. Ever.
That's all? That's not so bad.
You wouldn't be able to see your family or friends or like that boy, Matt.
Matt.
Right. Whatever.
Well, that's not so bad. I mean, They're always pressuring me, always expecting way too much from me.
Yes, but they'd always wonder where you went.
I think being missed is nice. The idea of someone always waiting for you, always wanting you. I like that feeling more than the pressure.
I've had that feeling for years now. It can feel nice until it turns into guilt. You think you're the one being missed, and then you realize you're also missing someone. You're seeing your mother, your father, your sister every night while you lay in bed. You think of them having a funeral for you because you never came back. You think of search parties as you lay in the part of the woods that they'll never find. You think of all you left, of children, of weddings, of parties. You think of laughing with your friends and your mother brushing out your hair. You think of little siblings growing up. You think about them having families. You think about having a family of your own. And maybe it would be nice not to be all alone. You think everyone you love could die, and you would never know. Then the next day you wake up and you hear the birds chirp. You fetch the water from your little well. You drink your tea and bask in the peace and sunlight. And you think of the life you left, of the man you never loved, of the father who locked you away. You think you are free now. No one expects anything from you. And then, one day, maybe someone will find your little corner of the woods and try to make room for themselves in it. And you think, well, this is family in its way. It's enough. And maybe it's worth the running and the missing and the longing. That's just a possibility. Maybe things will be different for you.
Yeah. Maybe so.
Cat lays face down in grass. Mary strokes her hair.
There, sweet girl. I'll just make you a flower crown while you think about it.
It's just all the decisions I'll have to make are so scary. Should I include my babysitting job from middle school on my resume? Do I want to move to the city? Do I want to get my master's? Here, it's like, yes, I want tea. Yes, I will have bread for dinner because that's all I'll have. Yes, I will water the garden.
But woods are not without their own questions. You stumble across an injured doe. Do you put it out of its misery or nurse it back to health? Is this mushroom safe to eat? Do I turn right or left to get back home?
Sure, but those feel like fairy tale things. My things feel so real world and scary, but also boring. This place feels like magic. I don't want to leave.
Are you sure?
I don't know. God, why can't things just be easy?
Quit being so dramatic.
I'm dramatic? Me? You're the one who told me I can never leave if I decide to stay.
You're not the first young woman I've had this talk with.
Where are the rest?
Most just left, lived their lives, never to be heard from again.
And the rest?
Buried, somewhere here in this garden.
What?
It's not like I killed them. They all died of natural causes. And those mushrooms I mentioned earlier.
That's not ominous or anything.
Some girls are not made for this.
Do you think I'm made for this?
I think all girls are made for many things.
Well, that's nice, but I don't think it helps me.
She takes a puff from the pipe again.
That doesn't help either.
She begins yanking out the grass again.
Oh, stop that, or I'm taking back my offer.
I don't think I'd ever find a place like this again.
Or a person like me.
That too. There's just so much to miss out there. But there's also so much to regret.
Sure.
I'd miss the flowers and the light if I left. It's always so bright, and I'm too pale for that.
I have aloe plants. That might help.
But it's so quiet here. And it's so loud everywhere else. I don't need all those voices.
Only mine.
Does it rain here? Or is it always this bright?
This garden needs rain to grow.
I want to stay.
I just told you, girls died here.
I'd rather die here than live out there.
Again with the dramatics.
Why now?
Are you deaf? Listen, you are not the only confused young woman I've met. And that's what I'm here for, to help you find your way through the woods and the world. You can't come back later when you've sorted it all out. That defeats the purpose.
I still choose to stay.
Are you 100% positive?
Yes! I don't want to face anyone out there.
Not even your friend Matt?
Well, maybe him. But not enough to change my mind.
Fine. I'll set up the extra bed.
Thank you!
Kat hugs Mary. Mary hates it. Mary walks towards the cottage entrance. She stops. She looks at Kat, who is weaving herself a flower crown.
Are you sure you can handle it? The work?
Sure, can't be that hard.
Are you ready for calloused hands and dirty feet and sore limbs from digging and planting all day?
I guess.
Mary keeps walking towards the door. She stops again.
Are you sure you can do without all your creature comforts? Fancy coffee and space heaters and that stupid little box you carry.
It's a phone.
Whatever. Are you sure?
Is there really no coffee?
Nope.
I can do it. I think.
Mary is almost to the door.
What about the cold? Winters are hard out here.
Well, what are you saying all this for? I thought you wanted me here.
Don't you see? I can't keep you.
What?
The other girls, they weren't like you. I didn't care. You, child, have made me care about you.
What does that mean?
It means that I've lived the life I longed for and worked for, and you should live yours.
I do long for this.
Well, you do now, but I know you have dreams outside these woods. You have to leave. You can't waste your life being a witch's assistant.
So you are a witch.
Yes, but that's not the point. The point is, you need to go back to your life.
Why?
You have potential, oodles of it. Now, shoo, before I change my mind.
Okay. Guess I'll go now if you really don't want me.
Oh, it's not that I don't want you. It said I want you too much. I know that you're too good for this.
Why the other girls? Why do they stay?
Maybe they had nowhere else to go. Now go. You are stressing me out.
She picks up the abandoned pipe from before and begins smoking.
I'll miss this.
I'm sure you will. But there are so many other forests to explore. Find them.
Kat stands and takes one last lingering look at the clearing.
Can I take a flower to remember you by?
If you must. Now go.
Kat carefully examines the flowers and picks a huge, bright red zinnia.
Excellent choice.
Thank you for everything.
Kat turns and starts to walk away.
Oh, wait!
Kat looks back. Mary has vanished. She's confused, but keeps walking. The flowers behind her wither and die, but the woods ahead of her seem to grow each time her bare feet hit the ground. Mary's gone, and so is the cottage and its gardens, leaving only a matching bright red zinnia.
Last First Day by Laila Wilson. Scene 1. Stefan, Theo, and Pam finish up breakfast at the kitchen table. Theo scrapes at his plate dreadfully. He glances down at the noticeably oversized sneakers on his feet. Stefan, full of energy, scarfs down his food and knocks back a cup of juice.
Stephen, don't let me hear anything about you and your foolishness today. And look out for your little brother in case there's anything happens to him. Protect him.
And that's all I have to offer, right, Ma?
Can I just stay home?
Oh, silly on your first day.
See? Now you got him all riled up for no reason.
Oh, I don't mean to make it any harder for you, Theo. Not my intentions at all.
I'm fine.
Now, get on now. You two should leave early.
Stefan and Theo shuffle up from the table. Pam scans Theo up and down in disbelief.
What in the world are those marshmallows doing on your feet?
You told me they don't look big.
He not even. Wow. Thanks a lot, Ma.
Stefan swings his bag over one shoulder and storms off the stage.
It's all going to be okay, Theo. You just wait and see.
Theo follows after Stefan off stage. Scene 2. Stefan and Theo stroll down the sidewalk. Theo lingers behind slightly, gripping the straps of his backpack nervously.
Yo, you're too quiet, bro. That's the problem. Don't nobody know the real you but me and Ma.
But what am I supposed to say? It's like you always know how to talk to people.
That's because I put myself out there, make friends and shit. It's not that hard. You can only say anything you want. First thing that comes to your mind. And talk is game, bro. You my little brother, so I know you got it in you. You just gotta like hone your shit, bring it together or something.
Well, what if I'm not thinking about anything?
Mr. Straight A's from prep school? Now I know you got some shit going on in your big ass dome. Come on, bro. This is a different kind of chemistry. You gotta work at it.
Doesn't even make any sense. Academics and social settings are two very different things, Stefan.
They aren't. This is what I'm saying. You always trying to make shit harder than it needs to be, Theo. Nobody cares what you're saying. As long as you're saying something. That's what I'm getting at, man. You've been at that white school for too damn long.
You're just telling me this because that's what you and your friends do. Talk shit all the time, and you guys barely make any sense.
All right. I'm gonna need you to slow down. Don't act like you don't know why I had to have this conversation with you. I can't have mom and dad asking me why you got beat up or where you are when shit pops off. Like, no, you're fucking with my senior year, dude. So don't start popping off about what makes sense and what doesn't.
I never even asked to be at this dusty school. Trust me, I wish the scholarship was enough for me to stay in Boston. And I know you think it's stiff and white, but I actually like it. Forgive me if I found more things in common with the guys there. Just because you can't understand it doesn't mean it's bad. I don't even care anymore. Can we just not talk for the rest of the walk?
Listen, bro. If you want to survive your first week, or shit, real talk, your first day, you better stop giving me such a hard time. We're almost at the school, and you don't even know shit about how you're about to establish yourself yet. That doesn't scare you?
Sort of. It's like I'm going to prison.
All right, then let's start over. All fresh, okay?
Okay.
Okay. First things first, you gotta look at how people move. And by that, I mean look at their clothes. There's no pilgrim fits at King Senior High. That's why I told you leave them boat shoes under the bed. Them shits I gave you on your feet, them shits is fire. And you might even get some play if you act right, you know. But don't crease my shits though. I'ma really have to do it to you, bro.
I don't know though. I already feel like I might miss the uniform. I do like the sneakers though, so I guess I'm off to a good start.
Yeah. But don't get ahead of yourself now. Nobody's gonna notice the kicks if you don't put yourself out there first.
So what do I do now?
You tend to like clam up like a hermit crab or something when you get around people you don't know. Yo, remember that time at that black party in Jay's when you froze up when that girl asked you?
That was a long time ago, Stefan! Sheesh. So what? I really don't see how this is helping me right now.
Like Dad always says, don't get your panties in a bunch. Just chill out. You gotta like dap people up in the hallways and stuff. You already know Omar, Marcus, and Chris. They all know you going to school at home now. I was telling them the other day. Just hang around the common area and that's when anybody will see you walking by.
What time do I hang around in the common area?
In between class, dummy? You want to make everything a scheduled period?
Okay, so where do I meet you for lunch? Like, in case I don't make any friends by then?
You will, if you just listen to everything I told you, prep boy.
Can I ask you something? You have to be honest.
Yeah, bro, talk.
Am I really that different from the kids at public school?
You're just in a new spot. It's no different from a New Yorker moving to Cali or something. It's nothing that serious.
I think I can handle everything you told me. But it's like, am I just going to stick out anyways?
I'm trying to help you. You know that, right? Bro, I used to be just like you. I was always by myself, always doing my own thing. I didn't even go to my pep rally as a freshman. After I joined the basketball team, it forced me to be more out there. That's how I met Omar and Chris.
You never told me that before. You said you were always popular, Stefan. Did you not say that?
Yeah, shut up. Can I tell you anything?
The only reason you're concerned at all right now is because I'm coming to your school and you think I'm going to make you look bad.
You ungrateful? Nah, I should let you wear that pilgrim fit to school and left your ass at home.
It's always about you. I'm just the inconvenient loose end you have to deal with.
You know, most other little brothers would be grateful for the gems I just dropped on their head and helped them build their own little kingdom with. But no, not you. Somehow you always gotta frame me as the bad guy.
Theo pulls out his phone and begins to dial.
Bro, I know you're not. Bro, give me no phone, bro. What are you doing? Look where you at, bro. It's high school. Every day is not gonna be roses, and you can't just call your mom every time you feel threatened about some shit. She already feels bad that you can't go to your school in Boston, bro. What are you trying to do? Make her cry? Don't be selfish. All right, man. This is what me, Marcus, Omar, and Chris do. Every time we link up, you've seen it before. It goes something like this. Here, 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 then bop, bop.
Wait. So
Here, then up, then down, then pop, pop. Yeah, you got it, man. You got it. Man, just answer the phone. You know she's gonna keep on calling if you don't.
hey Ma, I thought I left my money at home, but I haven't. Yeah, we're fine. Love you too.
Yeah, I see you. Okay.
Stefan slaps Theo's large backpack. He hits something hard shoved in the outside pocket and reaches back to feel the pocket.
Bro, I know you don't got those fucking boat shoes in your bag, dude.
Theo takes off running towards the school, gripping his backpack straps. Stefan chases behind. End of play.
Queer Talk by Frankie Eisenhut. A family home in Virginia. Linda and Brad are sitting at the table eating.
And listen to this. Her car declined 3 times and she kept saying, well, that's not my problem. And I'm like, it's not my problem. Your broke ass can afford this coat. This is Burberry, not the clearance shop.
Yeah, that's nice, honey.
And our new hire, Melinda, asked for a 15-minute break. A 15-minute break. What does this look like? Walmart?
I wonder if they're going to have the Super Bowl this year.
Do we still have that party?
Well, we'll have to see what the governor says.
Dylan enters.
There you are. We were just discussing the Super Bowl.
Oh,
How was school?
oh, it was good. You know,
Do you have any plans where you want to transfer yet? The deadline is coming up.
oh, I was thinking maybe Parsons.
Parsons, that's an art school. You need to do something practical.
Yeah. Do you want to end up like your mother?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Listen, I'm an adult now. It's my decision. And I kind of have been wanting to tell you guys something for a while now.
Is everything okay? Are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm okay. Everything's fine. It's just, well, you know, I've never been too feminine.
Are you a lesbian?
What? No. Well, yes, but no. I can't be a lesbian because I'm non-binary.
What?
Yeah.
Good.
You guys don't know what that means, do you?
Not a single clue.
Are you attracted to objects?
Well, it's a matter of gender identity, and I don't conform to any gender.
Oh, God. Please tell me you're not one of those transgenders.
Oh, no. Someone who is transgender was born in the wrong body. I was born in the right body, but I'm not male or female.
What surgeries do you want? How can we fix you?
I don't want any surgeries, and I don't need to be fixed.
But so that settles it. You're a female.
No, I'm not.
But how do those people go to the bathroom?
What?
Well, if you're not a boy or a girl, then you won't have genitals, right?
No, it's just how I identify. I use they, them pronouns now. Some people may choose to change their bodies, but I don't plan on it.
Are you a liberal now?
What?
All those liberals think that they could identify however they want.
Can I no longer call you my daughter?
You can call me your child.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Okay. Yes, I am biologically female. My sex is female, but my gender is non-binary. I don't want to be seen as a man or a woman. I just want to be seen as a person.
We do see you as a person.
I'm not talking about you, just in general.
But why? Why now?
Because, Mom, I'm growing up. And I've decided I want to come out publicly.
Did you post this on Facebook?
Not yet. Why?
Don't come out and post this. This is embarrassing.
Oh, I didn't realize I was such an embarrassment. My bad.
You're not an embarrassment. It's just you are a girl and we care about how others perceive you.
I am not a girl. And why? Why do you care? I don't.
We just want what's best for you.
I just don't understand what I did wrong as a mother. Why aren't you happy?
Mom, you did nothing wrong. But this isn't about you. It's about me. I don't feel comfortable in feminine clothing or following the stereotypical gender norms of either gender.
Okay, but this is difficult because for 19 years, you've been our daughter.
I know.
Sorry. This is just a lot to take in. That's all.
I understand. It takes some time getting used to. But please try to get in the habit of only using gender-neutral words and pronouns when it comes to me. For example, they are going to Parsons instead of she is going to Parsons.
I'm not going to Parsons.
I think I am, but that's another conversation for another time. But, do you get it?
So, my child, they, them, they are, they.
Are you a robot now? Just because you like Transformers doesn't mean you have to become one.
Shut up. That's not funny. That wasn't even a good joke. That just sounded stupid.
All right. Sorry. I really don't get it. And I think this whole thing sounds silly. I'm hearing you, Dylan, but this is something very new that I don't really get.
So we are their parents.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know about this.
So, well, it's a good thing she wasn't they weren't asking for your permission.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm finished with my dinner. I'm going to go hop in the shower now and enjoy your girls. No, people. Yes. people talk.
Brad exits.
So, how long have you known?
About a year or so.
And you waited this long to tell me.
It's not an easy conversation.
Oh, but I'm your mother.
I know, but I've finally come to acceptance with who I am, and it's time for me to be honest and come out.
Yeah, I guess it's not an easy thing to bring up. So do you date girls or boys, or how this whole sexuality thing work now?
I only date girls, so I just say I'm gay.
Have you ever dated a girl?
Well, no. I've had lots of crushes, but I never really felt comfortable being me, so it never worked out. Plus, it's not easy being gay in a town like this.
I see what you mean. I'm sorry about me and your father's immediate reaction. I really hope you feel more comfortable talking about things like this in the future. We are your parents, and we just grew up in a different time, that's all. And I'm sorry, but can you please tell me, why do you want to go to Parsons? I know this is not what this is about, but I just really need to know. I thought that was just silly talk before.
Mom, I told you I want to go for fashion design.
Isn't there another school for that isn't so far away?
So that's what this is about?
What?
The fact that Parsons is in New York is your issue. Mom.
It's you're my little baby girl, baby person. And what if you don't like it? What if you hate it? What if you get lonely? What if you forget me? What if you never come back home?
Mom, your child is growing up. You need to accept that. This will always be my first home.
My child is growing up. They grew up too fast. I just love you so much. And you're my only child, and the thought of losing you is just terrifying for us.
I know. Your child loves you too.
Lights out. End of play.
Elevator Pitch by Claire Cohen-Kowan. Lights up on Mark Greenstone, waiting for the elevator. It dings, the doors open, and he enters.
Mr. Greenstone!
Greenstone begins rapidly pushing the door close button. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Enter Stryker, screenplay in hand, running towards the elevator, top speed.
Mr. Greenstone, hold the door!
The doors begin to close, but Stryker stops it.
Mr. Greenstone, I know what you said about making an appointment, but...
Then why didn't you make one?
I tried to, sir, but your secretary...
Who is a very lovely woman, and I'm a very busy man, Miss Perry. I don't have time to hear about every crappy screenplay that's shoved in my face.
Please, sir. We're both already in the elevator. The ride to your office can't be too long. Just please hear me out.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Which floor?
Greenstone, without responding, moves in between Stryker and the buttons and pushes the button for his floor on his own. The elevator begins to move.
I'm waiting.
Okay. In the distant future, society has fallen apart and regressed into medieval times sort of deal. Everyone works like lowly peasants, except for a few people who live in this big grand tower, rule over all the other people. Our main character is the prince of that tower, but he doesn't know that because his father's advisor paid to have him killed. But instead, he ended up being taken in by this blacksmith as an apprentice. But then he finds out, so he ends up going on this quest to reach the tower and claim the throne and save the land from corruption and...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. This is the most contrived, boring, tired bullshit that I've ever...
Greenstone is interrupted by a loud screeching sound, followed by a big bump. The lights go down, then come back up red. The elevator has come to a halt.
What the... Oh, God. No, 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 no.
What's going on?
Greenstone pushes desperately the emergency call button. He starts pushing all the buttons, anything to make the elevator move again.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're stuck, aren't we?
What does it look like?
Damn it. Looks like we're not going anywhere for a little while, huh? Guess I can take my time then. A dark and stormy sky hangs overhead. Thunder crashes and red bolts of lightning plague the air. We pan slowly downwards as the Tower of Mercana comes into view. It is the only structure in sight, standing high and mighty above the rest of the plain. The camera zooms slowly outwards and the cliff top becomes the focus. Standing on a ledge is our hero, the nameless Scion, far from his rightful home. Next to the tower, he is but an ant. Small, insignificant, helpless. He turns away from the tower and...
Oh, for Christ's sake, stop that.
What?
Voice. Just say it in your normal goddamn voice. And while you're at it, could you please get to the interesting part? You're killing me here.
Oh, okay. Scene 8, the Scion. Having just renounced the apprenticeship to which he had devoted his life, wanders through the market. He's seen this place 1,000 times before, yet it all looks different now that he's learned the truth about who he is. He is determined to confront his grandfather, but he doesn't have the slightest idea where to begin.
Hold on, just back up. I thought you said that the advisor was the bad guy. What does the guy's grandpa have to do with it?
So now you're all of a sudden interested.
Well, I got nothing better to do. Least you can do is help me follow along. So how about you answer the question?
Well, the Scion doesn't know about the advisor yet, but his grandfather is somewhere within the Grand Market and knows everything about the tower.
What's the Grand Market?
Basically, it's everything but the tower. The whole country has just become this giant market that's always open, and everyone is just trying to sell stuff to everyone else all the time, even though no one has any money. Everything beyond the market and the tower is just a wasteland.
Well, how did it get that way?
Mr. Greenstone, I assure you, if you just let me keep reading, it'll all make sense.
Please call me Mark. Come to think of it, I don't actually know your name either.
It's Samantha, sir. But my friends call me Stryker.
And what the hell kind of a nickname is that?
I punched someone.
What?
I knocked our school's bullies' lights out in the 7th grade. Had a nickname ever since.
No shit.
Yeah. Happened again when a drunk executive started coming on to my girlfriend.
So you punch executives now. Not exactly a pristine reputation, is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not gonna punch me, are you?
No, of course not. I idolize you. I would never.
Oh, calm down, Stryker. I'm just yanking your chain. Sit down. To make yourself comfortable. I think we're gonna be here a while.
Okay.
Now, where were we?
The scion is looking for his grandfather, who gives him the royal blade, which serves as proof of his nobility.
And I assume he meets some friends along the way to help him on this perilous quest.
Yeah.
And the band of misfits makes their way to the tower, facing trials and tribulations along the way.
What are you getting at, sir?
Well, I've heard a lot of screenplays in my day. I know a standard hero's journey when I hear one.
Just because it has structure doesn't mean it's not original.
Why did you write this?
What do you mean?
Well, if it's so original, then you must have put something important into it. A reason that you had to tell the story. You know, why did you write this?
Well, Mr. Green, Mark, I come from a small town in middle of nowhere, Delaware. And my family was poor and there was hardly anything to do except watch a lot of movies. And whenever I did, I couldn't help but imagine what it would be like to make movies of my own. I wanted to tell stories that would inspire people the way that other stories inspired me. I dreamt of moving to Hollywood and making it big as a screenwriter. I worked for years waiting tables, and eventually I saved up enough to move here. And now I'm just waiting different tables. I guess I wrote this because, in a lot of ways, I feel like my protagonist. Small, insignificant, an ant.
And I'm your tower.
What?
You know, it would have been a whole lot easier to just get an agent. Why cost me in an elevator?
You think I didn't try? No one's given me a real chance. I worked my ass off trying to make this dream come true, and I keep being treated like I'm a dime a dozen.
And you thought I'd be different? That I'd see in you what no one else could?
I guess so.
What do you know about me?
I mean, you're one of the greatest producers alive, if not of all time. Your films have 10 Academy Awards and you've been nominated for upwards of 30. You're 58 years old and you started your career when you were 26. That's older than me, or younger than me.
I didn't ask what it says on my Wikipedia page. I asked you what you really know about me.
I don't understand.
Don't think of me as some big shot producer. You don't know who I am as a person. All you know is that I told you to call my secretary just to get rid of you, and that I've been a dick to you since the moment you walked into this elevator. You act like I can make all your dreams come true with the snap of my finger, and it's pathetic. I'm not a god. Samantha, stop treating me like one. Now, what happens when he gets to the tower?
Sir,
What happens?
he finds out that he was never really the scion, that he was just some nameless boy all along. But he won't quit now. Over the story, you find out all the ways the advisor has made sure that things stay exactly as they do, withholding resources, lying to the masses, the whole 9 yards, really. And he's determined to take over and make things better. And so they fight, and he wins, and he does. The end.
I figured you'd say something like that. It's bullshit. Let me tell you what really happens. When he gets to that tower, when he finally makes it, there is nothing. It's just as bad on the inside as it is on the outside. That advisor doesn't have any more of an idea what's going on as anyone else. Oh, he may pretend to, and worse still, the people may think he does, but he doesn't. Oh dear. We're still well, I'll be honest with you, kid. I like it. I think it's a bit naive, but I think people could use some hope right now. But kid, I'm not doing as well as you think I am. I don't know if you've noticed, but the last few things I put out haven't done so well. I haven't been making the grade. I've got a lot of people breathing down my neck, and my ass is on the line if my next movie isn't a hit. This is a big budget film, kid. I don't have a big budget. Not for you, and I wish I had enough faith in myself to have faith in you. But I don't.
If we can't depend on gods, what can we do?
Stryker, I don't know any better than you do.
Then who does?
I'm not sure.
The elevator starts running again.
Oh, thank Christ. Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't you leave that screenplay on my desk with your number? We can talk about potential changes, and maybe we can turn it into something. What do you say?
No, thanks. I think I can write something better, more realistic.
You kidding? You know how many people would kill for an offer like that?
I knew one.
The elevator dings once more.
Well, kid, your time is up. It's been nice knowing you, Stryker. Now, get out of my bar, all right? All right. Bye now.
Greenstone leaves the elevator. Stryker presses the first floor button. Another ding and the doors close. Lights down. End of play.
Prom Night by Ruby Leibmann. The girls' bathroom on prom night, a typical school or prom venue bathroom. There is a row of sinks with a large mirror in the front. Behind them are 3 bathroom stalls. We see Heidi fixing her hair in the mirror as her friend Laila looks on. 2 of the 3 stalls are open and they all appear empty.
Do you have an extra bobby pin? I can't get my glue to stay.
Your hair looks fine. I swear. No gum stuck in it this time.
It wasn't my fault. It was 5 years ago. You love to bring that up, don't you?
This again. I'm telling you, no matter what Carter said, if you, at age 12, believe that double bubble bubble gum would make your hair shiny, that's on you.
Well, I'd rather make that mistake than be the cause of the spinach disaster of 2008, Laila. Anyway, right now my hair looks awful. Do you have hairspray?
Yeah, but you don't need it. Do you even know how to use it? I've only ever seen your hair in a ponytail.
Hey, don't knock it until you try it. You've been wearing your hair down ever since someone told you Jacob liked girls with long hair in 6th grade. But I guess it paid off.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just tired. Getting ready for tonight took forever.
Shoot. Do I need to fix my earrings? I feel like they're angled weirdly.
They're fine. Now stop avoiding him and go dance.
Come on. Why would I avoid Carter? It's not like I'm shy to be around him or anything. I've known him for forever. I practically saw him in diapers. Do you have lipstick in that magic bag of yours?
She takes a tube of lipstick out of Layla's purse and begins to apply it.
Yeah, but this whole night you seemed off. You didn't force us to listen to Jay-Z in the limo. You hardly ate at dinner, and you're freaking out over your looks for no reason. What's going on?
It's nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, right. I know you better than that. Tell me, I could use a good distraction from my own stuff.
What stuff? What's your problem?
Nothing. Just worried about the bio essay tomorrow.
You're not in bio. And there are no essays in bio, and tomorrow's Saturday. You're so full of crap.
Guess so. What's going on with you?
There's nothing. Just let me fix my dress.
You're still beautiful, and you still need to get back out there.
As she says this, Callie exits a stall we thought was empty. She's wearing a fairy tale dress, and everything we can see is perfectly in place.
Oh my God, you scared me.
Sorry, I was just on my way out.
Laila stops Callie on her way to the sink.
Callie, right? Tell Heidi she looks gorgeous and should get back out there.
You look gorgeous.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Callie turns around and we see that Callie's dress is horribly and irreversibly ripped in the back.
Oh my God.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
I was getting out of my chair and my dress snagged on the table.
I'm sorry about that.
And then I came in here to fix it, but when I was trying to tuck in the loose thread, I accidentally just pulled it out.
Ouch, that really...
And then I tried to rip that off, and the whole dress just came apart. And that's the whole story.
Allie turns to leave, holding her dress together.
Where are you going? I don't think you could dance in that without it falling.
I'm going home. There's just no point in staying.
You can't go home. It's prom. We can find a way to fix the dress.
But it won't be perfect.
I guess not.
I just wanted it to be perfect. I needed it to be perfect.
What do you mean you needed it?
I've just had the worst time in high school. I've studied for hours to keep up with my classes. I've pulled a billion muscles for volleyball, and I spent every Saturday night at debate competitions. I never got to do any of the high school stuff. No parties, no tailgates, nothing. So I told myself my prom was going to be the time to do it. I was going to come out of a limo with a girlfriend that I love in a gorgeous fairy tale ball gown, in a perfectly styled hairdo. I even learned the waltz. I got my corsage especially dyed to match my dress. I was going to have the perfect night and have everything just be perfect. And I was so close. And I'm here with Andrea. We got a Rolls Royce. We're having a great time. But then my dress ripped. And now I'm just here. And I never got to have my perfect prom night.
It's just a dress.
Heidi, not helpful.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're right. It's just a dress, but it's just one more thing I can't control.
Yeah, I get it.
Laila, you so don't. Your prom night is perfect. You're in your dream dress and you're here with Jacob, the love of your life. Everything about your night is perfect, except I'm dragging you in here with me. You could just go out there and be with your boyfriend.
Jacob dumped me. He dumped me. So no, it's not perfect. And yes, I'm upset, but I didn't want to ruin our prom. And now something is clearly going on with you and Carter. And I just wanted to be there for you without making it about my thing. And then you made me.
Oh, shit.
I'm so sorry, Laila. I had no idea.
Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you.
Why not? What happened with him?
Nothing. Or at least I didn't realize there was anything happening. I was really happy.
He seemed happy too. Every time I saw you two together. What'd he say?
Not much. He said that it's him, not me. And he said he wants to stay friends. And then he just dumped me.
Oh, I want to punch him so bad.
No, don't. He was really sweet about it. He said he was doing it before prom, so I wouldn't remember prom as the thing that happened right before my ex dumped me. And he even said he would still be my date.
Is it any better to have prom be right after your ex dumped you?
And you agreed?
Yeah. He's sweet. And he's a good friend to me, whether we're dating or not.
Still can't believe you didn't tell me.
I didn't want you to have to spend your prom night worrying about me.
Yeah, instead you spent your whole prom night worrying about me.
Wait, what's up with Heidi?
Nothing.
She's avoiding her date.
Who's your date?
Carter. He's my oldest friend, and I'm going with him because we promised when we were 6 that we would dance together at prom.
That's actually really sweet.
That's what I said.
Yeah, he's great, but I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I can't dance. I mean, I have no rhythm and 2 left feet. I'm going to go out there and embarrass myself. Not in front of Carter, because we both know I'm way cooler than him, but Everyone else is going to see me dancing or trying to, and I'll forever be that girl who basically had a seizure at prom.
That's ridiculous. Heidi, no one's going to care.
How bad of a dancer can you really be anyway?
You asked for it.
It could be worse, I guess. Have you thought about maybe doing something different with your legs?
Oh, like use my knees more, or
No, I don't think that's what she meant.
Not really.
This is hopeless.
Maybe, but who cares?
I do.
Exactly. You're the only one who cares.
I can't tell if you're being really nice or really mean.
I'm being nice. No one's gonna care if you look like a giraffe with a hangover.
Ouch.
As long as you're enjoying yourself. Heidi, do you like to dance?
When I'm home alone, I dance, and I like that.
Yes, perfect. You like to dance. Heidi, it really doesn't matter if you're bad at it.
Guess not. I'm just dancing with my oldest friend, fulfilling my oldest promise.
So you're going to dance?
I'm gonna dance. But Callie, you have to take the advice you just gave me.
Huh?
Who cares? You're here with your girlfriend. You look beautiful, and it's prom night. Who cares if your dress is ripped? The high school moment you're looking for shouldn't be a perfect night. I don't know anyone who's had anything perfect in high school. You should be looking for the fun on prom night that you can have if you get over your dress.
But I literally can't. I'll flash the PTA.
I think we could fix that.
How?
Laila, what else do you have in that magic bag of yours?
Let's see. We have cough drops, ketchup packets, nail polish, and safety pins. I knew these would come in handy someday.
Can you fix these rips?
I can try. Now I just need to figure out how to deal with Jacob tonight. He wants to do the nice thing and be there for prom, but just kind of hurts to see him.
Maybe just don't dance with him?
I'd rather dance with my ex than be the sad girl dancing alone who just got dumped.
Sure, but those aren't your only options. Come dance with me and Carter.
Well, okay. And you should come too, Callie.
I will, but I've been hiding in the bathroom, and I think I owe Andrea a dance, but the two of us will come over to you guys right after.
Oh, before you go, I have something to ask you. Do you need dance tips? Because I think you two could really learn a lot from me.
The three girls link arms and exit, giggling and dancing terribly. End of play.
Last Meal by Shelby Joseph. We are in a plain interrogation room lined with white cinder blocks. It's unsettlingly bright inside, only a metal table with a matching metal chair center stage. Augie Perry sits composedly in the metal chair. He's wearing a gray prison jumpsuit and his wrists are cuffed to the table. A young guard, William, stands behind Augie and concentrates on following his every move.
Shit! Hot. Excuse me, guard? Do you have any sugar packets I can use for my coffee? I usually take it black, but I guess today's a special occasion.
William carefully grabs a sugar packet from his pocket and pours it into the coffee. He hesitates a bit, not wanting to get too close.
Now that's some good coffee. Thank you.
William.
You know, I had a friend in elementary school named William. He used to go by Billy, though. Ironically, we would play cops and robbers every day after school together. I always hated being the robber. So what do you prefer, William or Billy?
William.
Good choice. Billy's the name of peasants, nobodies. But William is the name of kings. I should have kept my given name too. I was born August Perry, but shortened it to Augie when I got to middle school. Everyone said the name August was too yuppie. So I started going by Augie. That's what you can call me.
You only get 15 minutes for your last meal, so you better start drinking your coffee now. The earlier you finish, the earlier we can execute your ass.
You mean murder my ass, right? This must be your first time sending someone to the electric chair. I don't think you understand then how many nightmares you're going to have. Take a deep breath. After this, your life is going to change more than mine. This coffee tastes terrible, by the way. The sugar you gave me was Splenda, right?
Yes, it was Splenda, sir. I mean, yeah, it was Splenda. I'll be right back. And don't try anything. I have a gun on me.
William exits the room for a moment. He returns with coffee creamer. Without speaking, he pours some into Augie's cup.
You know, even though I'm a few minutes from death, I'd never intentionally hurt you. When you said don't try anything, you must have thought I'd hurt you. I want you to see me as a friend.
Yeah, well, you'd be one of the worst friends in all of history. You get your followers to kill your parents, your brother, and then you personally kill your nephew? And you want me to be your friend?
Yes.
Well, me personally, I think the world's going to be a whole better place without you and your twisted cult. Just wait till my old man finds out that I got to do the honors.
I see you've been watching Channel 6, reading articles by those corrupt journalists saying that I'm evil. The number of times I've been called the devil in the past year would have made the average person stop believing in God. My church's congregation killed my family, not me. I didn't know anything about the plan.
There are tapes, journal entries, eyewitness accounts of you manipulating them to kill for you. Now your family and their reputation is fucked to hell permanently.
What would you do if the handcuffs you thought secured me to this table weren't cuffed at all?
I have to shoot you in the head.
And how quickly would that kill me?
You'd be out in a matter of seconds.
Amazing. That's what I need from you. I need a cue to keep that thing pointed at me, and I need you to pull the trigger. You know what? Why don't you grab me one last sugar packet for the road?
I wouldn't kill you in cold blood.
Electric chair, a bullet to the skull, they're synonyms. But a bullet to the skull will be far less painful. Anyhow, sugar, William?
William takes another sugar packet from his pocket. His hands shake as he pours the sugar into the coffee cup.
Why are you shaking?
I'm not.
Why are you shaking?
I said I'm not.
Why are you shaking, William?
I'm not.
Why are you shaking?
I'm not. Please stop asking me that.
Why are you
shaking? You're about to die and you want me to kill you? Here? That doesn't even make any... And then you ask for a cup of coffee as your last meal? I can't even fathom that. You think the people in France who were guillotined and given last meals by the government? No way. We're doing this whole thing to make you feel more comfortable. Let you eat one more time. And then you waste your last meal on a cup of coffee? Now they're only giving you 15 minutes before we head out to the other room and strap you into the electric chair. And I was told that prisoners usually spend an hour in here eating shit, ton of fried foods and cake and pizza. But not you. You're almost finished with your coffee. And I thought that we both have an hour to get ready. Why the hell did you have to pick coffee?
Well, I was tired and I knew it was going to be a long day. What would you have gotten for your last meal if you were me?
Definitely something expensive. Steak with potatoes or a huge lobster with corn on the cob and butter. Something you can't buy often.
You can't buy those things often?
I mean, no, I'm not rich enough to get dinners like that all the time. One of the reasons that I agreed to be here is because I get a $300 check afterwards.
You mean your old man can't slide you a $300 check instead?
I mean, he could help me, but he won't. I wouldn't help me either if I were him.
Could I ask what you did? I won't have anyone to tell. I'm sure it's not as bad as some of the things I've done.
Yeah. Well, when I was 17, I got home late one night from my friend's house. It was only by 15 minutes or so, but my dad was drunk. He thought I was hours late or something, so he started choking me in the middle of the living room. My younger sister saw the whole thing and said I turned bright purple. She even tried to stop him, and she started clawing at his body, screaming. But he backhanded her. That's about when I passed out. I woke up in a hospital bed next to her a few hours later. She had the most brutal black eye you've ever seen. She got a black eye trying to protect me, her older brother. My grandmother came to the hospital to pick us up and told us how much we embarrassed my dad, who was now sitting in a jail cell. We had to move in with my grandma, and Now I call my dad in prison twice a year. Sometimes he answers, but most of the time he doesn't.
That's not your fault. You were.
I should have kept our family business within our family. He was drunk, so he didn't know what he was doing. He was innocent.
I want you to know that your dad is an asshole, plain and simple. Your grandma, too.
Thanks. Oh, you're almost halfway done.
Yeah, halfway. How much time do I have left before the other guards get here?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. That's a perfect amount of time. William, I'm not leaving this room alive. I want you to shoot me. Right here.
I can't. Would you please stop asking me that?
We have a lot in common, William. The biggest thing being that our dads hated us. My dad tortured me as a kid too, but treated my brother like he was a god. I thought that starting a church would make him like me. But my dad died still thinking I was a piece of shit. He made me the type of person who sits in a prison jumpsuit on death row. I didn't cause this. He did. And your dad is the reason that
I'm here too.
You took the words right out of my mouth, William. Do you even want to do this? Walk someone to the electric chair? It won't make your dad proud of you, I promise. You're the last person I'll ever have a conversation with, William. And I know that somewhere, deep down, you want to help me. I don't want to sit in that chair. I'm ready to die, but it has to be here. It has to be quick.
What if you're innocent, like you said before? I don't want to kill you at all if you're innocent.
What if I'm not?
I could shoot you, but only if it's in self-defense.
So what do I need to do? Rush you? Cut you? With my nails? What? What?
Maybe you could throw your coffee at my face. Your cuffs are loose enough to...
Without letting William finish, Augie throws his scalding hot coffee on William's face. William grabs his gun and chaotically sprays bullets around the room. The final gunshot hits Augie directly in the center of his forehead. William falls to the ground, unable to touch his blistering face. We hear the stomping boots and yells of prison guards running to the interrogation room. Augie, still cuffed to the metal table, smiles. Dead. William slowly opens his eyes to see Augie's lifeless body.
Augie.
Lights out. End of play.
Good Night, I Love You by Aladen Gulmohamad. Raggedy sheets lay on a queen-size bed. On the far right, farther from the door, sits a nightstand with a lit lamp on it. The door swings open, and Henry enters.
Talking about this anymore. I'm going to bed.
Henry slams the door. He hobbles over to the far side of the bed. Once he gets there, he climbs in. It is not easy for him. Nora enters.
Henry, you come back out there so we can talk about this.
I am in bed. I'm not getting out of bed.
When have we ever gone to sleep when we're fighting?
When there's nothing else I can say to you. What?
You're over there again.
I've slept on this side of the bed for 10 years. I sleep on this side of the bed.
It doesn't even matter.
It matters. It matters to me.
Do you enjoy it? That walk from the door all the way over there so you can finally crawl into bed.
I don't enjoy it.
So why do you... You are sick. You are tired. So why do you insist on putting yourself through more than you have to?
Don't talk to me like that.
I'm not yelling at you.
Exactly. You're not yelling at me.
Do you want me to yell at you?
I want you to treat me like you did before we went to that doctor's appointment.
Just sleep on my side of the bed.
For God's sake, Nora, I'm going to sleep.
Fine. Fine. You want to go to bed? We'll go to bed.
Nora reaches over Henry to turn the lamp off. Henry stops her.
Don't.
Nora lays down. Henry turns off the lamp. The stage slowly fades to black.
I love you. Good night. Nora, didn't you hear me? I said I love you, Nora. Nora, are you okay?
Henry turns the lamp back on.
Nora, please say the thing.
Henry grabs her hands. She won't move them.
Nora, quit hiding your face from me like an embarrassed middle schooler.
Henry pulls her hands away.
Don't make me laugh. I'm mad at you.
Oh, you're mad. Why are you mad?
Because you're an asshole.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not sorry about anything.
I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. Regardless, when I say I love you, good night, you have to say what you always say.
What does it even matter?
Because you say it to me every night. I don't sleep well if I don't hear you say it.
Why don't you just go to sleep?
I just need to hear it, please.
I'll say it when we go to sleep.
We're going to sleep.
Henry, you lied to me.
I did.
You've never lied to me before.
Not once before.
So why the hell didn't you tell me the doctors only gave you 1 month to live?
Nora, this can wait until tomorrow.
No, it can't wait until tomorrow. And do you know why it can't wait until tomorrow? Because in 1 month, you'll be gone and I'll be alone. So if it's all right with you, I'd like to get the unpleasantries out of the way so I can enjoy the little time I have left with my husband.
You're not going to enjoy this time with me.
I demand an answer. I deserve an answer. I have been with you through your diagnosis, all of your treatment, every setback, everything. Why hide this from me? Do you think I don't deserve to know?
Has anyone ever asked you that dumb question? Something like, would you rather know when and how you're going to die or be left completely in the dark?
What does this have to do with anything?
Trust me, you want to be left completely in the dark. I've known for a while now that my time is almost up, and I've spent every moment trying to forget it. And that's just how I feel about it for myself. I couldn't imagine if someone told me that you were going to die. I mean, imagine putting that on your calendar. Sorry. This is what I'm trying to say. If somebody told me you were going to die on the 31st, I would spend every day before and every day after it in agony. Is that what you want?
I want the truth.
The truth is overrated.
No, the truth is not overrated. My husband tells the truth, and it may not be pretty or happy or fun, but he always tells the truth.
Nora.
Would you want to know?
Want to know about
In
what?
that scenario you were talking about, wouldn't you want to know if I was going to die on the 31st? Wouldn't you like to know, Henry?
It doesn't mean it would be good for me.
Do you think I'm still here because it's good for me? Look at me.
Still as beautiful as the first time I saw.
Give me that crap. Look at me. I'm getting fat.
You're always too skinny anyway.
Oh, shut up. I'm getting fat. My hair is turning gray. I'm starting to look like my mother. You would want to know. And I know you love me and you don't want me to hurt, but I am going to hurt because I love you too. You don't need to say anything, but you would want to know.
Henry lays down.
I'm sorry.
Nora lays down with him. Henry turns off the light.
I love you. Good night.
I love you too. Good night.
End of play.